The Unfiltered by Jade.
Jade.
Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this.
Beats by RB Records, a proud sponsor of The Unfiltered by Jade.
Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away. Our services include online and local shopping in Jamaica for individuals and businesses, personal shopping, purchasing of company and office supplies, importing and exporting small packages across Jamaica and worldwide, helping you to find unique gifts and items for all events and occasions. Contact us at 876-919-5195. Shopping Assistance 2015 at gmail.com. Follow Shopping Assistance on Instagram at Shopping Assist JA, at Twitter at Shopping Assist 5, and Facebook at The Shopping Assistance. Shopping Assistance, your style, your budget. Welcome back to the Unfiltered by Jade. Today we have with us Renee, and she's here to speak to us about singleness. No. Hello, Renee.
Hello, Jade. How are you doing?
I am good, and how are you?
Well, I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great.
All right, good. So we're here to talk about singleness. So before we even start talk, we want to find out a little bit about yourself. So can you tell us about you, please?
Well, I don't even know where to start because there
Oh,
is so much that I
Jesus.
can say about me. Well, I have to put it in different categories and compartments because I've been living for so long, so I have so many things to tell you about me. But
All
I think
right.
I can start here. I
Okay.
believe that I am an excellent mentor, an
Okay.
educator, a
Yes.
motivational speaker, a
Yes.
writer,
Yes.
facilitator of learning because I've been
Yes.
teaching for the past 20 years.
My goodness.
I am a great counselor,
Yes.
I empathize with others,
Yes.
show positive regards, and I know that I am not judgmental.
No.
So I am a great person, if you want
Yes.
to call it that.
And she's also a dancer. You leave out the one thing where you say is
Mhm.
one of the best assets that you have and you left it out. You are a
Leopard,
dancer.
I don't even start yet because I have so many more things that I can say.
All right.
I
All
believe that
right.
I'm an extraordinary teacher and guidance counselor.
Miss Miss okay.
Yes, I tell you.
All right, all right. All right. So when we
Mhm.
start talk about this singleness now. So has singleness for you been a choice? Tell us how long you have been single for.
Well, I can say I've been single forever. But
For all of your life.
right now, for all my life, for right now, I am free, single, disengaged, and I can confidently say that I am content.
You're content. You're happy with being
Yes,
single.
I am happy, but I'm still waiting for Mr. Right to
So
show
are you happy
himself.
being single or you're happy about waiting?
I am happy being single. I'm happy if I got married, I will always be happy. I'm not waiting for a man to make me happy.
That's right. That's right. So make we jump in. So singleness,
Mhm.
has this been a choice?
Well, I don't want to call it a choice, but I am just faced with it and I just have to make the best use of it.
She said
They
she
have a
faced
saying,
it.
they say, challenges come to make us strong. So if persons want to call this a challenge, well, it is making me stronger and stronger each day. Well, I like being single because of the opportunities that I get that I would not have gotten if I was married. But at the same time, I don't want to say that it is a challenge or anything, but I am getting comfortable in this place. So, Mr. Right, have to do something quick
God
before I
Jesus,
get too
God
old.
Jesus, oh my goodness. What is the most important factor that you think is lacking where dating is concerned?
Well, I can't speak on behalf of everybody, but I must say for me, the process of dating. Let me define dating for me before I continue with this question. Well, for me, dating is a pre-arranged time spent with somebody of the opposite sex to get to know the person better with the view of getting married. So for
Okay.
me, it is the lacking of eligible Christian males to date.
So, but you're not telling me still what is the most
Mhm.
important factor that is lacking. Where is it lacking? What is lacking? Are there not enough men? Are there not enough Christian men? Are they not meeting the criteria that you have?
The males out there have to tell me what is going on because I have everything all locked here
You
and
have a
I'm
lot
just
to offer and nobody not come.
that may I
Don't
say
set them out of order.
hot like 10 fireside. May I tell you the Bible say you can't be cool. You have to be hot because if you're lukewarm,
Mhm.
it's not going to work like that. And I'm hot like 10 fireside. I'm just waiting for
So
that
what
young
is
man to
so what
grab
is
it.
the problem? No, you tell me what the problem is.
The thing is, Jade, I need to know from the males what the problem is because right now I don't have a problem. Right now I'm just here waiting and waiting until that opportunity comes. But I must say that God has provided many people around me to help me
Mhm.
in this waiting process.
Awesome, awesome. You had touched earlier upon some of the opportunities that you get. And you get them because you're single versus if you were married. What are some of those opportunities, if I can ask?
Well, I must say that I am like an energizer bunny.
Me Jesus
I
have
don't know what to
mercy.
say. Every pan knock, you can say I am going to be there. So I know that if I had the commitment of a husband or children, I would not be able to be so free to access some of these opportunities. Like for
Okay.
example, they are having programs and they need a speaker. They would call on me. Persons would call me to pray with them at some hours in the night. I know that my husband would be really upset with me if I accepted some of those calls in the late hours of the night. So I'm
Right.
able to do many ministry to persons who I know that I would not have gotten this opportunity if I was, in a committed relationship like married.
Okay. Understood. Understood. What is your ideal partner?
Well, you need a whole show for me
That's
to tell
right.
you
Me
all of this.
can't bother with this. No, me cannot
Because
bother.
my list, as I get older, my list is getting longer and longer. But I must
Mm,
say that I have some, about five or some major things. But then let me tell you a little secret. This has
go
not
ahead.
been revealed
Well,
on
everybody are
any
gonna know
other
now.
platform. But
Okay,
now that I
miss.
get this opportunity, I will be free enough to tell you. So
Yes,
I
miss.
want somebody who is a priest. He has to
Okay.
be godly, a pure priest. I want
Okay.
someone to be a protector, a powerful
Okay.
protector, because he has to be able to protect his wife and his children from dangers. And
Mm-hmm.
I need a provider, somebody who is a
Mm-hmm.
prosperous provider. He should
Mm-hmm.
be able to provide physically, emotionally, socially, all the allies that I need, and he should
Right.
be a passionate partner. That
Okay.
means he should be able to love me and to show me affection.
Passionate partner.
I tell you,
Yes.
it must be me have a certain level of I don't know what to say, enthusiasm when it comes on to loving others. So I know
Romance.
that
Yes.
man have to come good. So I believe, as you mentioned, the come, him have to can communicate, the COM, yeah, him
Mm-hmm.
have to
Yes.
can commit, and him have to can compromise. And I'm not expecting it to be a one-sided thing. So I am also willing and ready to commit to compromise and also to communicate with this guy. Well,
Yes,
as we talk
Chancellor.
about it, now you know that I have about 8 characteristics that I've never really revealed to anybody. But if Mr. Right is out there listening and can fulfill these
What you have said
characteristics,
to me, hero,
him
Mr.
can
Right. Mm-hmm.
him can,
Go ahead.
put in a word. So number one, I want him to be able to be a gentleman, to treat me like
Okay.
a lady. I
That
don't
is
know if
right.
many persons know that I call myself Lady Rain. So
Oh,
I am
Jesus.
expecting him to have, the gentleman like characters and qualities. And number two, I hope that his friends and his families will know about me without fear because
Mm-hmm.
he enjoys being in my company. And one of those situations that I say, out of all of the women them in the world, Renee, you are the one. Them kind of
Hear
a
that?
thing there.
The
So
one, yes. Mm-hmm.
he would be able to enjoy my company and let his friends and family know about me. And
Yes.
number three, show me attention. My girl, you know that I like a little attention here and there because,
Okay.
something about that just motivates me to go on. So you should be able
Nice.
to show me attention, not like what the other guys have ever done before, but something unique and different. Something should
Okay.
be different about this guy because I will welcome and appreciate this form of attention. And
Okay.
of course, you have to have strong faith in God,
Right.
just like how I always wanted it. Somebody who will pray with me, somebody who will pray for me, encourages me, in the word. Him have to be able to be a man of God, not just
Right.
a wishy-washy Christian, He has
Right.
to be someone who is committed to a ministry or involved in ministry. And number
Okay.
five, I need someone, as I said, charming. I know a lot of charming guys out there, but he has to
That's
have that
right.
charm and he
Okay.
has to have his head and his body with a strong head because when I'm going astray, he should be able to put me in place and say, yo,
So
babes,
you
come
want,
back in line.
so you
You
want a
understand?
strong head.
Strong head, strong heart,
Next
and
one.
everything. So
Next one.
he should be able to know my weak spot and know
Mm-hmm.
how to get me out of my comfort zone. And number six, I believe that when I meet him, my spirit, my head, my heart, everything should be in sync. I should get
Okay.
confirmation from my friends and my family because they too will also become a part of our intimate relationship in regards to we are going to be communicating if I get married to this person, he's going to be marrying into my family, I'm going to get married in his family. So the aim for me is not just date for dating's sake, but dating with an aim to
Okay.
get married. And number
Mm-hmm.
seven, he has to have close intimate relationships and friendships with others, especially with experience with another lady, going through the experiences of knowing what it's like to love someone.
So
Because
hold on,
how is
hold on,
it
hold on, hold on. We're gonna pause. Hold on, hold on. So you want a man that already has had the experience with another
experience?
woman, but
Hmm.
you had the experience with another man?
I can't say yes because I have had friendships but
Yeah,
I've
but
not
you have
been.
not had that experience. So why is it mandatory for him to have that experience?
Because when he come on the scene, I know that he is ready and prepared for anything that is going to come where I am concerned when it comes on to love. So I'm
Interesting.
trying to be real and open, because a couple of years ago I could not speak as I'm speaking now.
Proud of
And
you.
being the age that I am, I might even get a man with children or a child because
How old are you, Renee?
I'm like feeling like I'm
You're
16, but
16.
the reality is I am like 41.
You're 41. Okay.
So now I have to be real about it
Yes,
because
yes.
I'm not going to be getting a man who is 20
No,
odd. You
no,
understand? He has
mm-hmm.
to have a
Yes.
certain level of experience because I am not a babe and I'm not a teenager anymore. So
Nope.
these are some of the things that I have to change because this wasn't what I would say 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But as
Right.
time progresses, things are changing for me. So I
Okay.
would really love for him to be able to love me intimately, for example, be able to give me some warm hugs and kisses where necessary and so on. Because right now, these are the things that I am really missing from being not being in
A
a
partner.
relationship but not having a partner. But right now, although I say that I'm content and I am living it up, if I have somebody I would be content. If I don't have anybody I'll be content because
So you're content in
the
whatever state you are.
whatever state I am,
All
because
right.
God has been doing many things in my life. So I
All
can't be
right.
ungrateful to say that
Nice.
nothing is going on
What's the
for me.
last one? What's the last
The
one that you
last one,
want?
number eight, is he has to be sensitive to the needs that I have, and he has to meet me in all alleys, emotionally, socially, spiritually, because you know that I'm a psychologist, so the
Yes, miss.
emotional side have to turn up, the
Yes,
affective have to
miss.
turn up.
I'm
So
gonna just say this though. Some of those things you're gonna have to help him with, or teach him, or guide him. Let me not say teach, but guide him along.
my
But
girl, I have been a teacher for 20 years. I
no,
think
no,
I
no, no, no,
have.
no. Hold on, hold on. Teaching
Yeah.
kids and teaching your husband is two different teachings. I'm gonna leave
Well,
that right there. But I want to know from you, how hard has
mhm,
it been to stay single, and how do you overcome the feeling of loneliness sometimes? Because I know you have said before that you're content, but
think.
even being content, there are some times when you're probably you're probably get lonely and say, "Boy, I wish I had somebody." No, but it's not like I'm desperate to have somebody, but I kind of wish I had somebody
Mhm,
probably to go watch movies with, or to help me with
yeah.
this, or But how do you
Yeah.
deal with that?
Well, there are so many things that I can say now that I have been doing, and that has helped me to overcome and not even remembered that I am single or lonely. When you have
Mm,
family and friends that I have, there is never a dull moment with someone like my mother, Mrs. Ruby Mayer, and my
okay.
sister and my family members. It just all the hype and just the enjoyment of having people around me.
Mm-hmm.
So what was said in the scriptures from Genesis 2 verse 18, it said, it is not good for a man to be alone. Well,
Nope.
I am not alone. There's a difference with being single and being alone. And loneliness, I believe, is a state of mind. And right now, I am not at that state where the loneliness is just, I'm so waiting for Mr. Right, sitting pan me, soldier man pan me, I'm waiting for him to come and I can't live without him. No, that's not the attitude. I am living and I am living intentionally, and I believe that is helping me a whole lot. So for
Nice,
me, it is to
nice.
surround myself with people who care, surround myself with people so that sometimes the loneliness is not, a big issue because I have friends and family who cares about me and who help me to live a purposeful life. So as you
Nice.
said, it may not be easy to stay single, but having people around me to share my life with, even in an intimate way, because I consider my family to be very intimate because we are close, but it may not
Mm-hmm.
be the certain level of intimacy as having a partner or a husband. But I believe we are close enough, and there's never a dull moment when you're in a family like mine. It's
Nice,
small,
nice.
but we are very intimate.
Okay.
And even people in Atlanta, all over the place, we just always connect, and I believe that is helping me to overcome.
I'm not. I'm very happy. I'm happy to hear that. Not many persons have that close
Mhm.
friends or the families to keep them, from not being that lonely or so. So they go into a lot of sadness, and they get depressed and they get unhappy, especially when like Valentine's Day come, or
Yeah.
Christmas comes, or New Year's, and they don't have that special person to share with. What I mean, having the good friends and the family around to help really buffers that. So that's good that you have that. The last question for you, Miss Renee,
Mhm.
is I want you to advise persons out there that are having some difficulty with being lonely.
Well, I said that there are so many things that I can say. I would encourage that person to shine. Don't wait on a man to allow you to live a purposeful and meaningful life. So my encouragement would be, I would take it from a Christian viewpoint though, because I can't just say go and have all the fun you want without, taking consideration of what the implications would be. But I would say as a single person, to those persons who are waiting, just find Christian friends that can help to keep you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Wait on the Lord. Don't be discouraged. Don't be too anxious to get married. Because I've always stated this. I don't remember where I got it from, but it said it's much better. It is better to be single, yeah, that is it, and wish that you were married than to be married and wish that
And
you
wish
are
that you were single.
single.
Better
Single. So
believe
that
it.
is one of the saying that is really keeping me. And many of us will not be ready for marriage before we are at a certain age. So all the people who just want to jump into marriage just for marriage, getting married, when you reach about 25 to 30, you are, mature and ready for a certain relationship because people get married too young and then they realize that they have issues in adjusting and many issues that they would not have known before getting married. And I would say to persons, especially those young people, 19 and the teenagers who well want to get married because they are hot and ready for a relationship. But I say just wait and give yourself some time to be mature. And I have a little acronym that I have, and it has kept me during my period of singleness as I
Okay.
wait. And it is you have to be complete before you jump into a relationship. And I use the letters. COMPLETE to put together a little acronym. And the first one is C, you have to be content. You have to be content. It is not going to be easy, but there are so many scriptures that point to being content. And Paul said he has learned the art of being content in whatever state he is. So I'm saying this to say, even if you have somebody, if you don't have anybody, just be content. Hoping and praying for the best, yes, for God to prepare that person for you and for you to be prepared for that person. But no man, no one, nobody want to stress them out. You don't want a whiner, you don't want a nagger. So he needs somebody who is, comfortable in their own skin. So you should be comfortable and content. And you need to be obedient. You need to know how to obey persons in authority. Then you will know how to obey God, and you will know how to obey a man if submission come into play. And from the other day, I've been looking at the word submission, and there's a whole lot I can say about it. But I know that now may not be the appropriate time to do so. But I just want to say we have to submit to each other. And the third letter is M. You have to be mature. The man that God is preparing for you, the man that God is preparing for me, or the woman, for the males, because I know that there are males out there listening. Whoever God is preparing for you have to have a certain level of maturity. And I'm not just talking about age. I'm talking about everything, fully developed, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, socially. Because some persons might say, but the person is 30, he's supposed to be mature. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a deeper level of maturity. And I really don't think that it will work well if persons get into a relationship being immature and every little thing, it would cause a lot of conflicts. And for the P, the fourth letter is purpose. You have to live a life of purpose. He has to be a man of purpose. You have to be a woman of purpose. And I must say that I've been living a purposeful life, and this has surely helped me to be impactful and to inspire others around. So guess what? He has to bring meaning and insight to the relationship. So you need somebody in life to do that for you. And number 5, he has to be loving. Remember what I told you about the whole thing about love. He has to be able to give warm hugs. And when I'm going out with my foolishness, when you're going out with your foolishness, when I say, yo, babes, and just, make me just relax a bit. Because I need somebody like that. And you also, persons who are listening, you need someone who will be able to love you. Don't just join into a relationship because you like the person, but you have to ensure that the person also love you. And he has to, or she has to love God, love yourself, love himself, love each other around, because that has surely helped me too. Exercising love to people who are unlovable, unloving, people who treat me bad, learn to forgive. So the loving part of it will really help a whole lot. So not just say that he loves, not just say that I'm going to show you love, but actually do it, and do it in a practical way. So you have to say, yo, babes, I can hold your time, I can kiss you. Them little things, they have to have a certain level of love and intimacy. I'm going. But I'm saying this for the persons who are weak in the faith, are weak in the flesh. I understand what it means when they say, but when you don't understand, I love him, he loves me. But we have to be very careful too, because we don't want to fall prey to getting ourselves all over the place. And I'm going to go quickly. So the next one is E. He has to be an encourager. You have to be an encourager. We should be able to encourage each other, because in life we have to be resilient. And if you can't encourage each other, guess what? It's going to, be a lot of problem taking place. So we need each other. We need encouragement, and it can't be a one-sided thing. He has to be able to encourage. The lady has to be able to encourage, and it's a two-way thing. So I know that, person might be saying, but I'm setting myself up for trouble. If I can't get encouragement from somebody, how am I going to manage? But I'm saying this: you have to first encourage yourself. Encourage him, and encouragement will really go a far way. And the T, trustworthy. Jade, I can't underestimate the value of trust in relationships. He or she, you have to be able to trust each other. You can't say, if I'm going out with a male friend, I wonder what am I going to go on with, and you understand, it might your mind all over the place. You must be able to trust the person. He should be someone who is trustworthy. You should be someone who is trustworthy. And you have to learn to trust each other. And I can say that I have learned the art of trusting people, even when I don't understand what they're up to. Okay, so the seventh letter is T. You have to be worthy of trust. He should be someone that you can trust, and you should also trust yourself. It doesn't make any sense that you want to go out with friends and he is not trusting you and thinking all manner of things. So you have to be able to get involved with someone you can trust. And I was saying to you that sometimes I learn to trust people even when I don't understand what is going on, but it has surely helped me in my relationship with my friends and my family, to trust them. And if you can't trust the person that you're planning to get into a relationship, it's not going to go far. I must say that based on experiences
Right.
that I have seen in other relationships, so the trust issue has been one that has caused many problems. So for most part, you should be able to trust God. You should be able to trust God, and then you should trust Him. As the scriptures say, Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and everything will work out in the way that will have your relationship and have you progressing. And number eight, you have to be eager. Nobody no want a lazy woman. Nobody no want a lazy man. So you have to get up and do something. Whatever you do, it should be done heartily as unto the Lord, as the scripture says. He has to be able to be an active person, moving around and doing things with his life, doing things with himself, and you too should be active. Now, I must say that if we have persons with health issues and they can't, run a marathon, they can't do certain activities, I'm not talking about that kind of eagerness, but he should be able to do things to show that he's not just waiting on someone to make his life. You know, the thing that they have to say half and half. You want a half person, so you want to be whole. No, you have to be complete by yourself, and then when you come together, it will help you to be complete. So as I conclude, I could say many, many other things, but I just want to say this. God has to be the one into this relationship or into this friendship that will cause it to go forward. And if we can't communicate, if we can't compromise, if we can't commit, I don't think anybody should go forward with any form of relationship if that is the situation. So place it before the Lord. Ask God to help us to be complete. And remember, we are complete in Him, as Colossians 2, verse 10 reminds us. So you have to be a complete whole person. Whole. Me no want a half a man. I want a full whole man. Body, mind, spirit, soul. And I hope that I too will be a full, whole, complete woman for whoever is looking forward to having someone like me in their life. Mhm.
Boy, so after all of this, I'm thinking that after you gave us this TED talk, the counseling, we have a sermon that just happened, and we have everything. I was
Mm.
feeling don't know we need to collect some offering,
Testimony.
and we need to have some people, singing some songs as a testimony time. And we'll come up because you're giving us everything. You come on this show to come give us everything, to come talk and tell people what is it that they should actually look for a man when it is that they are
Mhm.
trying to put themselves or get themselves ready to be in a marriage or to be in a relationship, and that is good. So thank you so much, Renee. It's really appreciated. You came and you dish out everything and give away. So thank you so much, Renee, for being on the show. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the time, and thank you
So
for
I
your
just
words
want to
of
say
wisdom.
I
Truly
am so
appreciate it.
happy to be given this opportunity to come on and to share with everyone out there. So that's what I really want to say. It is a real privilege and honor to be given this opportunity to come on. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No problem. No problem, Renee. I would just want to thank you out there for listening to the Unfiltered by Jade, and we'll be back next week, Tuesday. Thank you.